Project status, there's really no changes there from last week. Still working on the wall leg bridges, working on the piling.
So are they actively working on them?
Yeah.
Are they?
I was down there, what day was it last week? I was down looking at stuff on D59 and drove over. They're actually driving piling on the south bridge, and they were welding on to the ones on the north bridge, so they were still working for it.
Cool. When this gets this nasty, I didn't know if they would be.
The windows are blown. They've been working.
Yeah, driving the pile in so bad, it's when they start doing the concrete encasements, and that's gonna be a little, they're gonna have to look for a little nicer weather, I think.
Well, you know, the calendar's working in our favor. You know, when the sun comes out.
Item 3 there, Calhoun County working on the plans for a bridge deck overlay on the Raccoon River Bridge on N28. FM project CO13 parent 76. And since it's on the county line, both boards need to approve the plans. Basically what we're going to do there is there's a bunch of potholes in the bridge. We've been filling them for the last number of years with either cold mix, or we even tried filling some of the concrete sand mix, which actually have held pretty good. But basically going to take the whole deck and take off the top 1.5 inches and put a totally new deck on it. And then the expansion joint on each end of the bridge is, it was an old sliding steel plate one, and the north one's, the plate's actually completely gone. The south one, I think the plate is still there, but it's the concrete behind the plate's all breaking up, so they need to remove part of the back wall down a ways and then into the deck, probably about 1.5 feet, to put in a new expansion joint that the DOT is recommending now. It's a neoprene, they call it a gland, that fits into 2 pieces on each side, and it just sort of folds back and forth and keeps the water and the moisture from going down on the end of the bridge.
That is, I assume, has to be let. And what's your estimate?
I think our estimate's right about 115,000 right now. We've got a couple of things we need to clarify on the plans. This expansion joint that they're using is a new standard they've drawn up, and they've been using it, I guess, on the DOT has used it on a few bridges before, and we just need to get some details clarified. But
so if you don't use that, what's the old alternative? You just put the one in that you take out? Or?
Well, originally that's what we were thinking about doing. I think the one that's in there would have to be completely rebuilt, because I think it's rusted but talking to the DOT, this is the one they've been using on all the ones they've been replacing. So it looks like it should work.
I guess the reason I'm asking is the cost and longevity of either one. And
yeah, I don't know whether replacing it with the old one would be a whole lot cheaper. Might have been a little bit, but either one we're going to have to basically take about 1.5 feet off the deck to anchor the new system into the deck, and then you got to take the back wall, because the back wall is at least on the top surface there is all cracking and crumbling away, and so we got to replace at least probably about the top 6 inches of that. And then while we're doing it, we're going to replace the first what they call the bridge deck approach, this first 20 feet back of the end of the bridge too. We'll replace that at the same time too. So,
major rebuild then.
yeah, the bridge possibly closed for a month maybe.
That was the next question.
That bridge was built in 1969 or 70, if I remember right. So.
You remember it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
I just got out of high school and they were building it.
The rest of the bridge is
Before you,
Well,
just there for
anyway.
you. I make a motion to approve plans for this overlay on the bridge. In 28 of Calhoun County.
I'll second the motion. Motion has been made and seconded to work on the bridge on the Raccoon on N28 to be shared with Calhoun County. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Jack's sick today, but
That you don't, I mean,
just sign this right here.
yeah. You don't all have to sign it. I mean, if you're here, it's nice to have you all, but they'll let us let it without that signature, so as long as there's a, motion approving.
So when are you hoping to do it?
Trying to get into the April letting, and then from there, it will depend on the contractor schedule, but I'm sure we're going to request that it gets done, because of the grain traffic, we'd like to get it, look at the number of days they're giving them and when the late start is, and try to make sure that that's, done by.
I guess my thought is the sooner the better, because with them talking about all this infrastructure stuff, and the contractors may or may not be available later, so.
Yeah.